Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I'd like to introduce to you this afternoon Patricia Jones, who comes to us from Austin, Texas. Patricia is passionate about inspiring and motivating others to be healthy and happy. Patricia received her associate chef and instructor training from Living Light Institute in Fort Bragg, California. Please join me in welcoming Chef Patricia Jones.
Thank you, Derek. Thanks so much. Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. And before we get started, though, I really have to introduce to you my new friend and assistant who's been with me behind the scenes in lots of ways, getting ready for this, Brenda. Please make her welcome. Thank you, Brenda. Well, I did a lot of research. What I'm going to make for you today is savory zucchini hummus. And if you want to follow along, the recipe's on page 38 in your manual. And I was very surprised with a lot of the stuff that I found out because I love hummus. I've always loved hummus. And it's actually the oldest known prepared food from the area around Lebanon. And the traditional hummus is made with garbanzo beans. And so today I'm going to show you how to make a hummus that, to me, tastes exactly the same, or maybe even a little bit better, with zucchini instead of garbanzo beans. So let's get started. So first of all, I wanted to just give you an overview of what we're going to cover today. The ingredients, there's only a few ingredients, which is another thing that I really love about this recipe. It's really easy and quick to make. So we're going to, obviously I said zucchini, so we're going to put one zucchini in. We've got lemon juice, olive oil, garlic, fresh garlic, paprika, salt, cumin, and cayenne pepper. And then we have sesame seeds that have been soaked for 4 hours. And then you drain off the water when you get ready to use it. And then tahini. And I'm also going to show you that this amazing machine that I actually just recently got at home, the Vita-Mix. I'm going to show you how to use it and how it's an amazing one to use for thick mixtures like the hummus is going to be. And then I'm going to just mention a few variations that you can do. Just like traditional hummus, you can add a lot of different things to it, so we'll go over that as well. And then we'll talk a little bit about the ingredients, the nutrition of the ingredients that we're going to use in the hummus. And then we'll show you some pretty plating and some uses that you can use at it with the hummus. And then we'll have some questions. If you have any questions at the end, then we'll cover them then. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so zucchini, what we're going to do first is I'm going to add the zucchini. And the interesting part about this is that, really and truly when you're at home and you're doing this yourself, without talking through it as we're doing today, you can just, hey, I want some hummus. So you just get the ingredients and you throw them in this amazing blender and you go for it, and it's done in like 15 minutes, really, literally. I mean, even shorter period of time than that. But we'll walk through it a little bit because I want to give you a little bit of more information, hopefully a little bit that you may not know, nutrition-wise, and how it all fits together. Okay, so this is the newest, latest and greatest, smallest vessel, and it also comes with a large vessel if at any time you have a huge amount of hummus for a big party or a catering event or something like that that you want to make some for, then you have your option to do this with. So first of all, I'm going to just put the zucchini into the Vita-Mix. And then we're going to add, and I also wanted to say, too, that the reason why we, whoever did this amazing recipe, chose to do it is a lot of reasons, I'm sure, but one of them is that the garbanzo beans are really hard to digest for some people. And there's a lot of side effects that we don't generally like too well, especially in public, maybe. So anyway, so using the zucchini, you don't have that. Plus, zucchini was an amazing thing to me when I read about it. I really didn't realize it's like this little, you look at this little green thing and I'm like, well, yeah, it's just a vegetable, It's like, well, what do you do with it? It doesn't really have much taste by itself to me. And then I go looking around for it and I'm like, wow, it's got like amazing. Vitamin A, C, potassium. It's got a really high water content, which is another reason why we're using this, because it gives it the kind of the liquidy amount. And it's got lots of nutrients in the skin. Now, we're not using the skin. We peeled the skin off of this one just because we don't really generally want green hummus, especially for like a party or people who are just transitioning into raw food. And I have a really good friend who loves hummus, and we eat it all the time. And so I took it over to him, and I had, myself at home, I had made it with the skins, because I want to have that, and I don't care if it's green and all of that. And I took it over to him, and he was just like, ooh, that's really yucky, it's green, you know. So I was like, okay, next time, note to self, don't do that. You want to try to transition somebody into it, you know. So anyway, so that was a really interesting experience. But yeah, I was really surprised at how much beautiful things that nature has given us, you know, with so many vitamins and minerals. So next we're going to add the lemon juice, which is, again, another liquid. It's also very high in vitamin C. It's the sour part of the flavor balancing that we're doing here. The next thing we're going to add is the olive oil. And olive oil is really high in antioxidants, especially the first cold-pressed version of the olive oil that you can get. And light and heat is the #1 enemy, so they say to keep it in a dark place so that it stays nice longer. And it's also obviously the fat, part of the fat that we're having in here. We're going to have some more fat in here, but it gives it that, helps to give it that luxurious feel.